Vitality is the greatest team of all time. In the first 12 months, they won a Katowice, 2 majors, and the only prestige event they didn't win was Cologne, where they went out in the semis. Oh wait, did I say Vitality? I meant Astralis. And you know what doesn't even make sense? Both teams won exactly 10 S-tier tournaments in their first year. Like, is this actually the same team? So yes, 10 S-tier tournaments won in the first year is impressive, but trophies can't tell us the full picture. So how do we tell if Vitality is actually better than Prime Astralis? Well, let's first look at their biggest achievements and see who has the best ones. And do I even have to mention the Vitality button? Everyone knows it's 37 series in a row. So, does Astralis have anything that's as good? And no, they don't have anything that's as good. They actually have 2 things that's as good. Yeah, you heard me right, they have 2, not 1. So, in these past couple of months, everyone has gone crazy over the fact that Vitality is 36-4 on Dust 2. But now imagine if you had a map you never lost once in a whole year. A map you played 32 times and never lost. Okay, but that's just one map. You need 2 maps to win a series, so what's their other achievement? Well, they played 18 tournaments, and in those 18 tournaments, they never went 2 in a row without winning one of them. For reference, there was a point where Vitality went 4 tournaments in a row without winning one. So I don't know about you, but I think those achievements are pretty similar in how hard they are. Okay then, but how about we go player for player then? So Vitality obviously has Saiwu, who's the superstar Orber.
Now, pivot to Zaiwu, he's in the right place once more. Number 2, just as easy. Mauser getting picked apart limb from limb. Player by player into the scope of Zaiwu, and he's having fun with you. Takes them all!
Then they have Messi, the support player who always gets way too many clutches that he shouldn't get. Then there's Robs, who's the best anchor in the world and really good in clutches. And Apex, the in-game leader, who's tactically better than all the other teams and is a really good fragger. And last we have Flames, who sometimes uses his brain and other times he's just all aim no brain. Okay, so when it comes to Astralis, does this sound familiar? They have the superstar Orber device. They have the support Sidnix, who's way too good in clutches. They have Mages, the best anchor in the entire world. They have a fragging in-game leader who's tactically ahead of everyone else in the scene. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. This is literally the same team. Like, role for role, player for player, this is literally the same team. Okay, if we can't compare the players like that, what does the stats say? Okay, so the Astralis players has better stats on average than the Vitality players on average. Meaning, in the match, the Astralis players were more dominant individually than the Vitality players were. Okay, but how about this argument? I've heard this a lot. And that's winning 10 tournaments in 2025 is harder than 2018 because the competition is higher in 2025 than it was in 2018. So first of all, you can only beat the teams that exist in your era. Astralis faced the top opponents of 2018, Vitality faced the top opponents of 2025. Both teams were competing against the best of their time. Second, the scene today is stronger overall, but that's because the teams copied Astralis' innovations. Utility usage, structured team chemistry, always play for the smart option. These are now baseline skills for every top team. Finally, both eras actually had weak second best teams. In 2018 and 2025, the runner-ups often had a defining skill, and that was the choked under pressure.
A few moments later.
And it wasn't just Astralis or Vitality beating them. They failed in semifinals and finals too against all other kind of teams. So when you compare 10 tournaments in 2018 and 2025, both are impressive, but neither era was objectively easier or harder. Okay, we have established that both eras had weak competition, but that still leaves the questions. Who actually were good and how good were they? So excluding Astralis, the top 5 best teams in the world were Liquid, Na'Vi, FaZe and Mouse. And outside of Vitality, the 5 best teams in 2025 was Mouse, Spirit, Falcons and Furia. Now, Mouse and Team Liquid, they're literally the same team. Both choke whenever they get in a final or a semi-final, but they always get there, so that's literally the same team. Na'Vi and Spirit, yeah, they're about the same too. They're both flawed rosters with one superstar player who's probably having the best year of Counter-Strike ever, carrying their ass. Then we have FaZe and Falcons, and they're pretty much the same team. Superstar firepower, not good tactics, not good team play. But here the interesting one is, we have Furia versus Mouse. And this one isn't even close. Furia is miles better than Mouse were in 2018. So overall, Vitality had the slightly harder opponents, but not much. Maybe like 10% harder. Okay, after everything we looked at, it's clear to me. These are the 2 best teams to ever play CS. It's extremely close and the answer could shift depending on what happens in the next couple of months. But personally, I'm still giving it to Astralis. They defined an entire meta and changed the way teams played CS. And while Vitality is extremely good, they haven't reshaped how you play the game. They haven't changed it yet. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I'm really biased, I'm Danish.
As Zippix tries to work back inside of the lobby, 25 HP only to work with. As the bomb will reach its logical conclusion. Is he gonna go for this? Are they still down there? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my Zippix! Clutch Minister's got a new sermon! Unbelievable! Unbelievable from Zippix! He is the Clutch Master!